Hi, my name's Steve. I'm in the middle of a 48-hour fast. I'm about 27 hours in, and I've got two young kids. So earlier today I was looking on YouTube for inspiration, looking if other people who had young children would do this kind of thing. I was quite nervous about doing it around children. I've never fasted for longer than about 35 hours before. I've only done that once. And usually I was thinking, can I do this while I'm working? Can I do this somehow away from the family? And that made less sense, and I really wanted to do it. I wanted to do it to lose weight, and I wanted to do it for health benefits, things like autophagy that you hear a lot about. I'm not going to go into the science behind it. I am a scientist myself, so I've got a fair understanding of what's going on. There's a lot of information on YouTube. I'm saying a lot. This is not scripted. I have a few notes I've scribbled down. I haven't eaten for well over a day, so I might seem a little bit strange. But the message here is I was really nervous about doing it with two little ones. I've got a 6-month-old and a 2.5-year-old, and that made me very nervous. So this morning I was kind of chanting to myself inside my mind, I like babies, over and over again, so that I wouldn't get irritable and pissed off having to look after, especially the younger one. I'll just admit it, as a guy holding a young baby, even my own, I love my kids to bits, I love my wife to bits, but holding a young baby for more than 5 minutes is pretty agonizing for me. It pisses me off, especially when they're squirming and they don't really like me. And I'm not saying I'm a bad dad. I try pretty hard, but usually it tires me out, it stresses me out, it pisses me off. And I thought it would be much worse while I was in the process of doing something like this, for the reasons I'm doing it. And I was just really surprised that the complete opposite happened, and I wanted to share that. I found myself connecting more and essentially spending the entire day completely locked with my kids, without running away from it, without trying to pass them off and go and do something, without wanting to check my phone. The only thing I have done alternatively to being 100% locked in, mainly with my 2.5-year-old but also with my 6-month-old, is to make a couple of notes and daydream a little bit about making this, because I was so excited about it. I was like, holy crap. So personally, I'll just let you know, this isn't going to be a long video. I'm not going to bore you, and I will make another one when I've finished the 48 hours. I'm pretty sure I will, but it's like 10 o'clock at night. I'm over halfway. I got to do a whole day tomorrow. I've never done that before, so I might fail, but I will make another video nonetheless. It's just been incredible. Frustrations zero. Whilst locked in with my kids, I've been completely happy. Whilst chilling with my wife, I've probably been a little bit narky, but completely happy. At one point I then broke from that and went to order some stuff at a counter, and there was a person in front of me taking like 2 minutes longer than I expected them to, and I wanted to rip their head off, which is pretty funny. But then apart from that, just massively energized, really doing well with the kids. What I did do is I prepared a little bit, so I started the process of getting into ketosis a week ago. I've lost 5 kilos in a week. I appreciate a lot of that is water. I've lost 1 kilo today, and I've weighed myself. This is, I've fluctuated a lot, but I'm only fluctuating because I'm drinking so much water. All I've had is water with salt in it and a little bit of potassium citrate in a capsule, 200 milligrams of that, one in the morning, one late in the evening, just to bump those a little bit. I thought it would help. Definitely drinking water with a bit of table salt in it helps massively. I don't feel hungry at all right now, but I also definitely have insomnia, and I was expecting that from the last time I did this. So I've done it before. I generally stop eating at dinner time. I'll sleep that night, go through the full next day, sleep again, and then you're not far off 30 something 40 hours, so you can kind of quit there. But I'm going to try and get to dinner time tomorrow. That'll be a full 48 hours, just from the YouTube videos I've watched. If this has somehow drawn you in and you don't already know about this stuff, I would watch Dr. Eric Berg, beginners intermittent fasting. That video will lead you to a whole bunch of other stuff, and he's a pretty knowledgeable and straightforward guy, and everything he says is true. From a biochemist perspective, he gets a little bit, he's really into it, right? But he's not lying either, and it's some solid, useful advice for anyone. That's it, really. I think that'll pretty much wrap it up. I'm just looking now. I wanted to say, yeah, around tea time, my wife was coming to me. She's had 2 square meals and snacks, and she's coming to me and saying, I'm a bit shaky and tired now. Can you help with this? And I had just had energy, and honestly, normally I'm knackered. So clearly for me, I've had a poor diet and insulin resistance and all the rest of these things that you hear. To me, it's all completely clicking. I'm feeling great. My wife made a very valid point though, is not only have I had a fast and gone into a state of ketosis, I've also stopped eating a load of SH1T, and that's going to make a difference, but there's way more than that going on. I feel like I'm high. Maybe you could call that a spiritual thing. It just feels like I'm high. Even as I'm talking to this camera, I'm running a million things through my mind. I'm thinking about my soul and all sorts. It's just racing, and it's really nice. I've had a very cheap day. I've spent nothing. I bought the wife a couple of plants where we were, because I hadn't eaten breakfast or lunch. I had a couple of coffees, that's it. And yeah, it's just crazy. I'm now running around the house doing housework and thinking about my own job and things to do, and just being terribly organized. So one other point from my notes, they say autophagy and vitamin D, or types of vitamin D, go hand in hand. So I got a bit of sunshine today too. I didn't put the sun cream on. I live in Queensland, so it's always hot, and it's raining now. You can't tell because I'm in the car in the garage in a kind of sound chamber, not to wake the kids up, but it's raining, which is great because Australia's on fire, so the more rain the better. Thank you for watching. I will make another one. If you wanted to subscribe, that's cool, because I'm not going to make loads of videos. There's probably only going to be like 2, so you're not going to get harassed. You can subscribe and hit the notifications thing if you want. If you don't want, I don't care. Feel free to comment, feel free to troll, call me whatever you like, I don't care. And that, yeah, thanks. I hope it encourages someone in a similar position to me, mum or dad with young kids, thinking that that's probably something I'd like to do, but it's a bad idea with the kids around. No, do it. It's amazing. It's blown my mind. I got way closer to my daughter, especially today, right through the day. I'm elated, and I'm kind of sad that I'm not always like this, and I hope it pushes me to be more like this more of the time. I did want to mention, I also took a nicotine spray twice, once earlier today, once later. It's mixed with ethanol, so I actually like swirled it around my mouth and spat the ethanol out after 30 seconds or so, and in my opinion it helped. God knows. Okay, thanks, I'll stop there. Everything in moderation, apart from moderation. Take care, be good to yourselves. Bye.